are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA, 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need
too.
my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new
Yep,
truck.
we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
When it really counts, depend on The Source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Today will be partly sunny with a shower in the area this afternoon. High today, 84 to 88. Then mainly clear and humid this evening. Low tonight, 73 to 77. Humid day on Tuesday with clouds and sunshine. High tomorrow, 87 to 89. Then warm and humid Wednesday with a mix of clouds and sunshine and a high of 87 to 91. Look for an afternoon shower in places on Thursday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. Wrapping up hour number 2, Joe Martone in his spiffy blue buttoned-up WOCA The Source shirt. You got dressed for the occasion this morning. Hey, are you going to that opening tonight? The invitation-only opening tonight of a certain place?
No, I'm not going to that certain place.
Did you get your invitation?
I didn't look.
I got mine.
Good. I know.
I'll go and say Joe Martone wanted to be here.
Yeah, but
he's been unavoidably detained.
That's right.
By the sheriff's department.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot. So I went over the weekend I went Friday night to Champions for Champions dinner.
How was that?
Very well put on. They had beauty queens from around the world, from Germany and the Philippines, and I tell you what, tall and skinny and crowns all over the place. I presume it's on Facebook somewhere. And then we had a magic man that he was very good. He performed with the Shriners Circus for, he said he did it for 42 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about a spring chicken here.
No. Excuse me. And he did a good show, telling people mind reading, quote unquote. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. I think it croaked. And anyway, but he was good. He said, "Well, and you're thinking of," and he said the name, and the girl, her mouth just dropped, and he did it for all of them. It's like, okay, that's cool. He did a card trick. I caught him on the card trick, so I won't divulge how he did it, but I caught him on that one.
You're good at catching people at those kind of things, though.
Not the mind reading things. The mind reading thing.
No, but the sleight of hand, you're pretty good at.
Pretty good, but I can't do it, but I can catch them.
Right.
And it was like, okay, that's how he did it. Right? But I would never in a million years spoil it. I'm too professional on that. I would never spoil a magician's trick unless you brought me on stage and you try to make an ass out of me. You know how they can do that, really? Well,
you do a good enough job of that.
I don't need help. That's right.
Exactly.
But I did go on stage once and Pigeon Forge, and if I can afford it and I have the time, I will go see a magician, and I always get front seats.
Right.
And I got called on stage, me and this other gentleman, and the man put his hands out and he said, "Okay," and he put his knuckles together and he said, "Okay, tie my wrists together." And we tied his wrists, and we tied a lot of rope, tied it and everything, right? Okay, now put the drape over the cloth over my
Right.
So he couldn't see his hands. And he said, "Okay, wait a minute." He took a hand and he fixed it and he put his hand back underneath again. I go, "Say what? Say what?"
And
Well,
then
it's
when
got to be. And I pulled it off right there, and he
And
had
he was still tied up.
He was still tied up. I go, and then I was, no, you got to put it. And he did it like twice. And all right, okay, all right. So he was good. That one was good. That was it. I know how he did it, but again, I wouldn't mess with him. But it was just the way he did it. It was funny as all get out. Yeah.
You know, when you get how people do things, but you don't get it.
Such as
That reminds me of this story here. Michigan man said he made a mistake
okay.
while buying his lottery ticket.
How?
He, Samir Mazim of Dearborn Heights told Michigan lottery officials he accidentally bought 2 identical tickets for the June 9th Mega Millions drawing using the lottery's website.
Oh,
He
wow.
said, I went online and bought a ticket using the numbers of their family's birthdays.
Okay.
I forgot to save the numbers as favorites in the app, so I went back and set them up as favorites so I could easily play them in the future. He said repeating the process had an unforeseen side effect. What I didn't realize is that meant I would be buying a second ticket with the same exact numbers.
Oh, he shares a winning to himself.
Once I'd figured out I'd bought 2 tickets with identical numbers, I was a little bummed, but didn't think much about it, he said.
Yeah.
The mistake proved fortunate, however, when he matched 5 white balls drawn, 1, 5, 9, 10, and 23, earning each ticket $1 million. So he accidentally bought 2 tickets with the exact same numbers,
They won.
made $2 million.
Oh, he doesn't split it.
No. Each ticket was worth $1 million because they were the exact same number ticket.
I thought you would have to split it.
He said, I logged in the app to check on some tickets I'd bought, and that's when I saw I had 2 $1 million prizes pending. Saying that I was stunned is an understatement. I couldn't believe it was real. It took several days for reality to set in that my mistake had paid off to the tune of not $1 million, but $2 million.
With his CPA right by his side.
He plans to buy a new home with his winnings and then put the rest in investment savings.
Well, as long as he buys a home that's a modest home, like a $200,000 home, not a $2 million home or whatever, you know.
Well, they only got $2 million.
Well, you only have to be
You ever
less
watch
than
those
that,
shows? $1 million lottery winner buys a home. It's on HGTV.
That's
or something.
ridiculous.
I forget the name of it. It's one of my girlfriend's favorite shows.
Yeah, but the homes are not worth the money they're asking.
But what it gets me is you see somebody that I won $1.5 million in the Michigan lottery. So what kind of home are you looking for? What price range are you looking for? $1.5 million?
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah.
Moron. If you won $1.5 million, you're looking for a house about $250,000.
Yeah.
Lock, stock, and barrel. Done.
Because you want to live on the rest.
Yeah.
Now, they're not saying, I won $2 million, and you walk away from $2 million, you walk away with $1.5 million.
It's called my lottery dream home, I think. Something like that.
But you walk away about $1.5 million, right? Okay. So they go buy their home. Let's say they bought a $650,000 home. That gives them about $500,000 left, somewhere in that vicinity. Okay. But they don't show how much they were worth before they won the lottery.
Most people that win the lottery aren't worth much before they win the lottery. That's why they're playing the lottery.
Right. But if they're in a home, first thing they're going to go buy a new home, they're going to sell that home, so they're going to walk away with some more money, throw it in investment or something. I'm just hoping.
See, this is what I don't understand about the lottery and people that win the lottery and how they go broke.
Oh.
I was happy with my home the day before I hit the lottery. Why would I not be happy with my home the day after I hit the lottery? Why is it everybody thinks the first thing you got to do when you win the lottery, got to go buy a new home? You have a home that was very satisfactory to you until you win the lottery. You know what happens when you buy a new home with your new lottery winnings when you had a perfectly good home?
Tell me.
You go broke.
Yeah, sometimes. Unless you buy a home that's more, what's it go? Size down? Downsize?
Downsize.
Yeah. Now me, if I want a home on the water. I want a home on the water. On the water. Put a home on the water, yes. Did it sink in yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Did it sink in yet, water?
Well, I can dig a hole out in the front yard, run a hose out there for you, put water right in your front yard.
No.
Not the same?
No.
You want something you can put a boat in? I got a boat in the bathtub that I use when I take a bath and all.
You got the one that goes back in the toilet, too?
Yeah, Tidy Bowl Man's in it. Yeah. Remember those commercials?
Oh,
Tidy
yeah.
Bowl Man being a little fishing boat in your toilet?
Grab a ducky, I love you. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay, Ernie.
Thank you very much.
You know, Good trivia question. You probably know the answer.
I
Bring
probably
it up.
don't.
Rubber Ducky, I love you.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie of Sesame Street fame.
Okay.
Do you know who Jim Henson named them after?
Bert and Ernie?
Yep.
He named them after something?
They were named after a famous Bert and Ernie.
Really?
Yep.
From The Wizard of Oz?
Nope.
Oh, who?
Bert was, get away from me, Bert. Get away. I'm telling you, Bert, get away. Bert was the cop and Ernie was the taxi driver in It's a Wonderful Life.
Really?
George Bailey's best friends, Bert and Ernie, who are the taxi driver and the cop.
I know, yeah.
That's where Jim Henson, because Jim Henson loved the movie It's a Wonderful Life. So Bert and Ernie, the Muppets on Sesame Street, are named after Bert and Ernie, the cop and taxi driver in It's a Wonderful Life.
Sheesh. I was going to go for Car.
It's another one of those useless facts I know again.
I was going to go for Car 54. Where are you? But
Were they named Bert and Ernie?
I don't know their names. That's why I was just going to go for that one.
Yeah, but Bert
Bert
was the cop. Bert was the cop, and Ernie was the taxi driver in It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, like things. Okay, trivia stuff.
Take me home, Ernie. Where do you live? He told him where he lived. He goes, oh, because it was an old rundown house that nobody lived in.
Right.
You sure this is your address? That's when he was hanging out with Clarence, and didn't realize didn't exist.
Right. Sayings. Here's you're gonna take a stab in the dark. What does that mean? You're gonna take a stab in the dark.
Oh yeah, you, without any idea of whether your answer's right or not. You're just
Right.
gonna take a stab in the dark.
Where'd that come from? You're gonna get a stab in the dark.
What are you doing? You're scared, and all of a sudden you're just stabbing in the dark,
Yeah,
hoping
exactly.
to kill whoever's coming.
It's like,
Well, you know that the saying, people always say it tastes like crap.
When was the last time
How do you have something to compare that to?
Yeah, right. Prank.
I just don't understand. Sometimes.
It's as cold as hell. It's hot as hell.
No, it's not.
Make up your mind.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Well, how do you know? Yeah, exactly.
You don't.
You don't. And I don't want to find out firsthand. Thank you very much.
So
next.
Coming up at 10 o'clock, at the 10 o'clock hour, we have questions for Todd Starziak. He is with Stand With Confidence campaign. That's the Get Out the Vote campaign. We're going to talk to him at 10:05 about the Get Out the Vote initiative. Because right now, Wesley Wilcox, our own county supervisor, says he expects 80% turnout, which would be 5% more turnout than in 2016 in Marion County.
76% back then?
75%.
75,
yeah.
okay.
So it really going to be a big turnout for this election.
Well, I'm gonna vote early, probably tonight or tomorrow.
You do the vote early thing? See, I wait till day.
Well, I was going to wait, and then I'm saying, and they're open. I think it's 8 to 6. Most of the polling places.
Yes.
8 in the morning to 6 in the evening.
Yes.
So I'll hit one of them and just you can go to any of them and just show your license and they look it up on the computer your name and
right. It's where are they? They're Marion County Election Center, Bellevue Public Library, Deputy Brian Litz Building, the Denellen Public Library, Forest Public Library, Freedom Public Library, the Mulberry Center and the Liberty Room in the Villages, the Reddick Community Center, and Silver Spring Shores Community Center. So
there you go.
That's where you can go find all of them for your early voting, or you can just do like I do and wait till your day and go to your
day
precinct.
off. Yeah, well, they never used to have early voting. I don't remember early voting growing up.
I don't remember it either growing up. But
so
coming up next, we'll have Todd Starziak talking Tad Starziak talking about
who?
Voting right here.
Tad?
Tad. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
It's time for Farm and Range headlines on the Southeast AgNet.
WOCA, putting the local back into radio.
Judge Amy Coney Barrett is set to become the 9th justice on the Supreme Court Monday. The Senate is expected to confirm her to the High Court in a vote Monday evening, probably about 7:26 p.m. Eastern. A simple majority of the 100-member chamber will have to vote in favor of her nomination.